I think one of the most unique experiences we had at the Anderson School was the GAP program. It's really the cornerstone, or I would say the capstone program, because it's a 6-month course, 10-unit course, and it comes out as a difference basically because you're actually utilizing what you've learned in your coursework, combining it with what you've learned at work in order to help a company. It could be a company which is a small to medium-sized business trying to enter the US market or just trying to expand in their own home country, and they're looking for some structured problem solving or some analytical tools to help them understand how they can grow their business profitably. So I can tell you about my experience. We were a group of 5 students, and we were associated and doing an engagement with a Finnish company which makes shoes. It was not like a startup. They had been in business for the last couple of years, making about $800,000 in revenue, but they didn't know how to grow. What was the next step? So they kind of needed a strategic roadmap, and that's where we stepped in. We really they flew down, the CEO and the financial director flew down to LA, and they spent a weekend with us as part of the structured GAP program, where they kind of told us their problems. So we extracted the problem statements out of it and started developing a hypothesis as to what are the different alternatives that they could do. Well, then the next step, we started actually doing some primary research around proving or disproving these hypotheses, and that led us to a completely different conclusion than what we started out with. And we started really analyzing this data and coming up with what would be a true roadmap, a practical roadmap to help them over the next 5 years grow from $800,000 to $4 million, and also to, more importantly, increase their profits, because they were running losses and there were areas that they did not even know about. So that kind of intense financial analysis combined with sales and market assessment, and it all kind of packaged into a business plan, was delivered to our clients in the month of December. So while it sounds like, okay, this is an intense 6 months, if you really break it down, it's 40 hours of primary work combined with a lot of weekend sessions and weeknight interviews and meeting with the clients. But all in all, I probably spent about close to 500 hours or so just kind of outside of school, just making sure that this package is delivered right and it contains substance, which actually helps the company in the next 1 year implement these strategic actions that we've laid out for them.